Ever since I watched the season 4 of Stranger Things, I've always wanted to recreate this famous bone-breaking scene. To make this happen, I wanted an upside-down version of my room. For that, I had to model my entire room in 3D. I started off by measuring my room and blocking the scene using Unreal Engine. So once I had the basic blocking done, it is time to put the furnitures in. The first thing was my wardrobe and my table. For the table and on the wardrobe, I modeled it in Unreal Engine itself. Now Unreal Engine comes with many modeling tools which help you create the basic modeling inside the Unreal Engine. And for the basic objects such as my monitor, my keyboard and my mouse, I could easily find these on 3D website. And for the objects that was difficult to find, I had to model it. So I tried modeling in Blender, but I'm not so well versed in it. So I thought of going towards photogrammetry. So basically what you do is take a lot of photos and the software automatically reconstructs the image in 3D. So for simple objects like windows, the windows have a lot of grooves and bevels and stuff. So I made a simple cross section of the window and I could just tile it. I did the same thing for my bed as well. Since the texturing and modeling of bed is pretty complex, so I choose to go with photogrammetry and I think it turned out pretty good. But for the texturing of my wardrobe and my CPU, I chose to just take a photograph of it and just place it on a plane. So you can get away with a lot of modeling with this technique because most of the things is not very visible. And for my tiles, I had to take a photo of my tile and then make it tileable in Photoshop. I found a tutorial in YouTube to make tileable textures, and now that my room was looking close to my actual room, it was time to make it grungy and make it like an upside down room. For that, I had to make these vines that you see in Stranger Things. For that, I chose to get a cylinder in Blender and just sculpted it a bit to make it look uneven, and then I brought it into Unreal Engine. And in Unreal Engine, I chose to make a blueprint spline mesh actor so I could just extend it and turn it in whichever direction I want. Once that was done, I could place these vines all around my room. For the texture of it, I got this random texture from Bridge called Alien Plant or something, and I just put it and it was looking good. I also modeled a few cobwebs and placed it around my house to make it a little more dirtier. And now that my room was looking like an upside down world, it was time to change the lighting. So I had to make it night, so I chose this dark blue light to make it look like a nighttime shot. Now it is time to make a 3D model of myself and start breaking bones. Unreal Engine has made it very easy to make metahumans now. Now you can make a metahuman using your own face. For that you'll need a 3D model of your face first. For that I used the same photogrammetry techniques I used for my windows, and now once I brought it into Unreal Engine, it made a realistic human that looked like me. At least it was supposed to look like me, but it didn't for some reason. I spent a lot of time in this to get it to look like my face. Felt the main problem was my skin tone, also the hairline. I couldn't find a proper hair to choose from that looked like my hair. Fix this, I exported the texture of the metahuman and got it into Photoshop. I replaced the textures of the metahuman with the texture of my face. Finally covered all the other areas with my skin. I also added some hair inside the texture itself, and when I reapplied the texture back to metahuman, now it was looking pretty much like me. So once that was done, it was as simple as just using the control rig and just breaking the bones and taking the shots. Once all that was done, here's the final result of how it looked like. Hope you enjoyed. And let me know what other types of videos you would like me to make. So please like this video, share and subscribe to my channel.